EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go, here in Baltimore. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
13. Report.
Play action now. Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16. Here's 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll find Aguilar complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Change it. Set up.
Pistol give to Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. What a throw. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, Malik Washington. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. So, they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Here's a third down and 4. Back to throw is Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's second and 2. Once again, it's Achane. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. Don't need much. It is third and inches. Throwing is Tua. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. Tua going to give it to Achane. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Here's a second and 12. Tua going to throw. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And third down coming up.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Third and 2. Tungo Vailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Ready. 21G, 21G. Hey.
Throwing again, it's Tua. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Hill brought in motion. Here we go on 4th down with Tua. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
To the air again, Tungo Vailoa. That is caught side of the end zone. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Dolphins.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Hardy now with the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. First down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's 2. Off he goes.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Achane. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On the carry, here's Achane. Oh, he coughs up the football. One of the Ravens has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
2nd down. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he gets this up past the 35.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
He's going to tuck it and go. So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gave himself up there after picking up the 1st down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On third down, Jackson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the two-point conversion. Jackson. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here's Tungo Vailoa. A throw on the move is caught.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now Tua. He keeps it himself.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Tua now on third down. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. It is 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Tua. That is caught. And he's in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Miami.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2. Tua to throw again. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. Hardy now with the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. Hey, hey.
From the gun, Jackson. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's to the right side and incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Jackson now. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even now after the safety, and here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Throwing is Tua. That one's to the sideline complete. Nice grab as he stays in bounds. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. Now it's Tua. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Throwing again, it's Tua. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And with that completion, now it puts them in prime position to win this game, Mike. I mean, at this point, all they have to do, protect the football, put it in a good spot where the kicker feels good about it, and hope your field goal team can be the hero.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He's got it inside the 5. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to win the game. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's got to have. That one started left and it's off the upright and no good. And now the momentum swings to the other sideline here in overtime.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Tua gonna throw. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And the Dolphins first down.
Solo left Zion.
Tua. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
Tackled by Trenton Simpson. It's a gain of 3. First down, Dolphins.
Now a give to Achane, heading right, and he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Third and long. Here's Tua. This one intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it, and now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Here's the give to Henry running right. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
The 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings
Now Jackson.
up 2.
A pass Pulled in by Henry. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Fourth down. Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5. Jackson. He runs with it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Second down. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Look at the big man go. And he's... Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one. Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Third and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a 1st.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. A deep shot for Aguilar. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. In motion, it's Robinson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Stafford now on 2nd down. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to run for it.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he will get into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Now a return coming from the 14. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, 22!
Play action now for Stafford. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Cup in motion. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
32.
They're gonna go. It's Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Cup in motion. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. Stafford to throw it. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
To return, here's Ronnie Rivers. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Stafford. That's down the field for Higbee. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cup in motion. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. On the give, it's Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Hey, 22!
Stafford now on first down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll work his way only to the 23. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Robinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, 3 to go. On play action, it's Stafford. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. They could have put it at the 1 and gone for 2, but they elect to still kick it here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable with Rivers. And he's going to take this all the way back. 86 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams get back in it. It is 21-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carty now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
What is it? Hey.
To throw is Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield. Bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Go.
Now Jackson, this a design, a hit, and he has lost the football. And the defense has it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense, the quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens' 26-yard
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of the... Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he will score! Game on! Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
Already.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, say hi. What up? Say hi.
Throwing Jackson. A throw to the right flat. It is caught. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
Hey, report.
They're going to go right back to Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They'll try to power ahead with Ricard. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the Rams' 36-yard line.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head...
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Miami. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On the ground, Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down. Another try, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish. This one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm. They would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.